Hi everybody, my name is Talia. Welcome to Smart Yoga and Nutrition by Talia. Thank you for joining my class. Don't forget to like, subscribe and follow. New videos every Monday. So today's class is for more intermediate practitioners. If you're a beginner, you can benefit from this class as well. You can modify the postures that becoming more difficult. There will always be modification. I will suggest them as well. If you're intermediate or even advanced, it's a pretty good class to understand how the pose can change depending on your goal. So this class will be all about pelvic mobility, pelvic tilt, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm sure that it will give you just a better understanding of other postures, of all the postures. You can apply this knowledge to your practice even outside of this class. Okay, so let's begin. Let's lay down on the back, knees bent. Okay, make sure that you're firmly putting your feet on the floor. Okay, and then here I want you to put the hands on your hip bones. I will put my arm up so you can see what I'm referring to, but you can put the hands on the hip bones, and you're gonna start to tilt your pelvis in a way that you create a big gap between the floor and your lower back. Okay, I will call this cow tilt or arching your back, right? And if you took other yoga classes, the teachers might have referred to it as cow tilt as well. Okay, and then you're gonna tuck your tailbone. I will call it tuck a tailbone, and try to minimize the gap between the lower back and the floor, or really imprint the lower back into the mat. And you will see your tailbone is tucked and it's kind of lifting. Your abs are firing up. Okay, so start to continue to move, arching, creating the gap and tucking. You can go at your own pace. For some people, it's really difficult who have not so mobile pelvis, and for some people, it's really easy. So you can choose your own pace. We're gonna do a couple of rounds. I want you to pay attention when you tuck your tailbone, how the lower abdominal is firing up. It's very useful in core work and in very strong poses like planks and arm balances and handstand and stuff like that. So try to build the awareness of the muscles around the pelvis as you move, as you tilt your pelvis in different directions. Okay, continue a couple more rounds. And I'm tucking so much, so yeah, I can even lift my tailbone off the floor. That's fine, because I want to fire up my lower abs a bit more. Okay, continue. Try to express this tilt to the maximum. And now I want you to come back to the tucking of the tailbone, where there's no gap between the lower back and the floor, and you're gonna keep tucking, keep imprinting your lower back on the floor, and start to come on your tippy toes. Keep lifting the tailbone of the floor. You will see the abs start to fire up. You pull them in, try not to protrude them or cone them, and start to lift your knees up and tailbone up. Okay, keep lifting. You can straighten the knees or bend, up to you. I care about the tailbone. Now lift your shoulder blades off the floor, tailbone off the floor, and stay. You're balancing on your lower back, abdominals in. 1, 2, keep lifting your tailbone. 3, 4, 5, lift up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your tailbone up. Lower your back, lower your shoulder blades on the floor. Tailbone up. We're gonna do the tailbone lifts. No gap between the lower back and the floor. We're tucking the tailbone. Do your best. Heels to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Abdominals in. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, lower back on the mat, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take a moment to rest. Put the feet down, keep your knees bent. Now I want you to again tuck your tailbone. No gap between the lower back and the mat. Extend your arms forward, suck your abdominals in, keep tucking your tailbone, lifting your butt off the floor and start to curl your chest up. Keep tucking your tailbone, tucking, 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 and try to come up to sitting vertebra by vertebra. Good. Now we're gonna tuck the tailbone, so kind of slouch here, but not just with the upper back, but with the pelvis. Tuck your tailbone, extend your arms forward, and now we're gonna go back on the mat very slowly. I want you to first put your tailbone on the floor, then lower back, and when you put your lower back on the floor, pause here, keep tucking, tucking your tailbone, and slowly unroll. Okay, let's go a few more rounds. Extend your arms forward, tuck your tailbone, curl, 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 curl your chest, lift up, keep tucking your tailbone, and let's go back. Abdominals in. Slowly, first lower back, no gap, unroll. Whew, my abs are burning, so hopefully you understand the core work and the tuck that has to happen. Concentrate on that. Let's go a few more rounds. Tuck your tailbone, no gap between the lower back and the floor. Round, 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 round. Come back, up, 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 up. Try to do it slowly and not use momentum. Again, we're gonna go back, really tuck your tailbone, stomach in. First your sacrum on the floor, then you're gonna try to feel your lower back. Shoulder blades are off, and slowly, slowly, slowly lower down. Okay, let's continue to experiment and kind of mobilize the pelvic move, pelvis. Come to hands and knees position, and just like we did on the back, laying down on the floor, you're gonna do the same on hands and knees. You're gonna move just your pelvis. So usually in yoga class, when we stick out our hip bones up, it's arch the back, it's cow tilt. That's why sometimes it's referred to cow tilt when I want to say arch your back, yeah? So keep sticking out the hip bones up. Imagine there's a gap between the lower back and the floor, and then tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in. Imagine you imprinting your lower back into the mat. You can round your whole spine, but I would really like you to concentrate only on the pelvis and isolate the move just to the pelvic bone, okay? You can go again as fast or as slow as you want. Again, if it's easy for you, you can just increase the speed, you know, maybe engage all the spine. If not, then take your time. Try to see whether you're moving your whole body, your shoulders, upper back, or you can really isolate it just to the pelvic tilt. And then we're gonna try to shift side to side. Again, the pelvis, the hips, side to side. So it's like a dog wiggling the tail. You're gonna move the hips side to side. Just see how that feels. Again, if it's easy for you, you can exaggerate the move. If it's confusing, you can take your time here. It's really important for back health, for hips, for posture. Like a lot of effect this area has on our body, on how we feel, how we walk, etc. So take your time. It will pay off. Okay? So you can now arch, cow tilt your spine. You can now tuck your tailbone, and you can shift side to side in a cow tilt or in a rounded back, in a tucked tailbone, yeah? So side to side, lateral moves, and arch and round. Okay, and now let's go to down dog. Take your time here. Maybe you need to bounce your chest a little bit to stretch the shoulders. Just if it's first down dog for you, just take your time, pedal out your feet, see how your body feels. Make sure your arms are strong and the elbows are super long, so you're pushing the mat away from you. And I want you, if your hamstring are, if you feel some sensation like a stretch in the hamstring, I want you to bend your knees so you can drop your chest a bit more. And now I want you to start to tilt your pelvis in exactly the same way that we just did on hands and knees, and see what effect it has, again, on the pose, on the stretch, in your legs, in your spine. So we're gonna cow tilt the spine. We're gonna stick out the hip bones, and then I'm gonna tuck my tailbone. Okay, couple of rounds. Don't worry about your legs. Just experiment. See how the pose feels. Notice that when you arch your back, cow tilt your pelvis, then it goes to the hamstring so much. So depending what goal you have for your class, you can arch your back, really stick out your tailbone and hips up to the ceiling. A lot of hamstring stretch and kind of like a back bendy down dog. Or you can tuck your tailbone and feel how the lower ab fires up and how the down dog becomes super stable. So a couple more rounds here. Arch and round, see how feels, how the left and right side feels. And then let's walk to the front of the mat to a forward fold. Give yourself some break here. If your arms are tired, you can just shake everything off. And now again, we're gonna each pose, we're gonna experiment and see how it changes, how the goal of the pose, how the main focus of the pose changes just with simple pelvic tilt. So you're gonna bring the hands on the shins, on the knees, or on the thighs. It depends on your flexibility. Even bend, you will need to bend the knees a little bit. So we're gonna start to cow tilt the spine, arch the back. Again, see how intense it goes to the hamstrings, and start to tuck your tailbone. See how you start to feel mostly on your back, at least I do, right? Continue to move. So when teachers refer to halfway lift, it usually looks like this. So now you know you have to cow tilt, arch your back, tilt your pelvis and hip bones up, and tuck your tailbone, lower abs firing up. Same thing what we did on the floor in the beginning of the class. Continue. Couple more rounds. Again, you can do it faster or slower, or maybe if you need to figure it out, take more time, pause the video. Okay, and then from here, let's come to standing. Lift your arms up. Okay, and we're gonna stick out your hips, our sit bones back, and start to tuck them. A few more rounds. And now you're gonna tuck, squeeze your buttocks, push your hips forward, close your ribs, pull your lower ab in, keep tucking. So now you don't want cow tilt, you want to remove that gap, imaginary gap between the lower back and the floor. Keep tucking, lift the shoulder blades up and start to lean to one side. So the hips move to the side. You don't start to stick out your hips back. Remember, we're tucking. And lean to one side and stay here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back. Let's go to the other side. I will turn to the camera. Tuck your tailbone, close your ribs like somebody's about to punch you, and you vacuum your stomach in, tucking, and lean to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. Come back. And again, fold forward. And now you know that if you're going to tuck your tailbone, you're going to come to this rounded forward fold, which is fine. It means you want to stretch your back, and it will go mostly into your back. And there is no right or wrong. There's your own goal for the practice. Or if you feel, okay, I'm going to need it to go more to the hamstring, so you're going to arch your back, and you will feel the hamstrings. Okay, let's step back to plank position. Okay, and usually I teach high plank, meaning you round your spine, you push the floor away, and you're tucking your tailbone. Okay, so from here, we're going to do the same. We're going to try to stick out our hips up and tuck. Try not to move your back, your upper back, your shoulders. Try not to shift back, doing something like this. You're staying in plank, shoulders over the wrist, and you're tilting your pelvis. 1, squeeze your inner thighs. 2, lower ab always in. 3, 4, 5, stay with me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's arch the back. Stick out the hips up, bend the knees, stick out the hips even more, and glide back to down dog with arched back, with cow tilt pelvis. A few breaths here. Boy, it's humid in Bangkok. It's very hard to breathe and talk. Shift forward to plank. Again, let's tuck the tailbone. Okay, now I want you to lift right leg up, 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 and actually arch your back, cow tilt. Imagine we are doing this position, only in plank, yeah? Imagine we are doing cow tilt, leg up. And then without moving anything, I just need you to start to tuck your tailbone. Tuck, 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 tuck. See how the leg goes down, it follows the pelvis. And you're coming to one-legged high plank. And stay. And again, arch, kick the leg up, lower back arches. And then again, tuck, 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 tuck. Okay, 2 times on the left side. Lift your left leg up, arch your back, maybe even look up, and start to tuck, suck your stomach in, and arch, kick the leg up, and tuck, 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 tuck. Okay, perfect. Down dog. And from here, we're gonna lift right leg up. And again, you can start to bend your left knee, cow tilt your spine, the leg will kick higher. You're gonna drop your chest closer to the floor. It's a kind of like your chest is bouncy, or you can tuck your tailbone. The spine is kind of not arching. You're locking this position with your muscles. You're not dropping your chest, not sagging to your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone, and you see the leg is kind of goes down a bit, and you're gonna have to use your right glute to kick the leg higher. Keep tucking, and then step the foot between your hands. Okay, let's lower the back knee to start with. Come to lunge position, hands on the hips. Again, it's all about the pelvis. You will see the different variations of the pose and how it affects your body. You're gonna lower your hips, stick out your hips back, arch your back, cow tilt your pelvis, and you can sink as low as you can. And stay here. And then put one hand on the belly, another hand on the back, and start to tuck your tailbone. Keep tucking, keep tucking. You see, you're gonna have to come back because you have to remove the gap between the lower back and the floor. Keep tucking. It's totally different lunge, totally different feeling. And hopefully you can notice it. So again, arch, tilt your pelvis. There is a gap between lower back and the floor. And tuck, 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 tuck. Then we're gonna catch the back foot, stretch the left quad. Just grip the foot any way that you like with the left hand. And again, we're gonna arch the back, and you see how far you can sink. Yeah, you can, from here, you can start to bring the foot closer, and you can think that you're doing cow tilt with your pelvis. And then at some point, maybe you want to start to tuck a little bit. Tuck, see how the stretch changes, the balance changes. Again, cow tilt, arch your back, and tuck. Cow tilt, arch your back, and tuck. Okay. Very slowly release. Hands on the floor, lift the back knee up, come to high lunge. Same concept here. You're gonna arch your back. Sink as low as you can, as feels right. But notice that you're doing cow tilt with your pelvis. And then again, you need to bend the back knee to start to tuck, 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 and see how different this lunge is. It's still high lunge, knee is still off the floor. But it depends, what do you want out of your lunge in your next practices? Do you want to stretch your hip flexor? Do you want to work on back bends? Do you want to stretch your abdominals? Do you want balance? Do you want stability here? Okay? A couple more times. Okay, hands down, down dog. Big breath. My right leg is burning, so I'm gonna need some time to go to the other side. Catch your breath. Lift your left leg up. Again, we're gonna do that back bend. You're gonna drop, open your ribs, drop your chest and head up, a leg up. It's a lot of bouncy chest here. And then you're gonna start to tuck your tailbone, kind of close the ribs like we did standing. And you see the leg kind of follows the pelvis, it has no choice. And then step the foot between your hands. Lower the back knee down. Again, hands on the hips or on belly and lower back, just so you see how the shape changes. You actually will feel how the shape changes, okay? Start to cow tilt, sink low, and start to tuck. See how just by tucking strongly your lower ab engages, and you have to come up to this 90-90 lunge. Arch, sink, and this back bend with your upper body, more of the whole back, the lower back including, right? And then you start to tuck, 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 crunch your abs, straight lower back. You still can do back bend, but it's going to be more of a upper back thoracic, yeah? A few more rounds. Arch and tuck. Okay, now we're going to catch the right foot to stretch the quad. And let's start to arch and sink lower. So the ribs puff up. You might open your chest a bit more. More of a back bendy stretch here. Of course, make sure that no position hurts your lower back. You don't feel any kind of pinching in your spine. And then we're going to start to tuck, 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 especially your right hip. A lot of stretch. Even though we kind of come back up, the stretch intensifies, at least for me, because I'm tucking a lot. It's as if I'm pushing my right knee forward, pulling it forward rather. It's not going forward, but my tailbone is being tucked. Okay, untuck your foot, put the hands on the floor, lift the back knee up, and arms up, lunge position. Actually, let's not do arms up. Let's again put the hands on the belly and the lower back. Arch, big gap between lower back and the floor, and sink. Keep the back knee straight and start to tuck. Now you're gonna have to bend the knee. At least I do, because my hip flexor is not flexible enough to do that with straight knee. Continue. Arch and keep tucking. Legs are super strong. Okay, hands on the floor, and we're gonna step to forward fold. And since you already know by now the tailbone position, the pelvis position, I'll let you choose which forward fold you want. Do you want with the tucked tailbone, which is more like this kind of hanging doll, or you want arched position where your hamstrings feel a lot, but you're not folding so deep as you could by rounding and tucking your tailbone. So you can either interchange or choose your favorite position depending on what you want at this point. You want to stretch your back, or do you want to stretch your hamstrings? Or maybe both and keep interchanging. Okay? Bring your feet together and come to chair position. Sit low. Let's put the hands in front, and we're gonna do again those pelvic tilts. You're gonna arch your back and you're gonna tuck your tailbone, engage your abs, keep tucking to your maximum. See how that feels. 2, 3, 4, sit lower, 5, 6, 7, squeeze your knees together, 8, 9, and 10. Fold forward. And then you're gonna sit in squat and do your best to tuck your tailbone, round your spine. Try without hands to sit on your hips. Extend your, not extend, but move your feet a little bit forward. Again, tuck your tailbone. And like a zombie, start to lower back on the floor, vertebra by vertebra. When you reach your lower back on the mat, pause here. Pull your lower ab in. Okay, and lower back down. I don't know about you, maybe it's so hot here, humid, but I'm sweating. It was quite challenging. Maybe it's talking and moving. I don't know. You're gonna have to let me know in the comments. And take a moment just to rest here. You can extend your legs. Take a moment in Shavasana, close your eyes. Or maybe you have some pose you want to finish with. All right. Thank you so much for joining my class. I hope it was of a great help. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. New video is every Monday.